Hello everyone and welcome back to Can I Get a What? Today I'm with music professionado and Hecka Delgado. Hecka, thank you so much for being here today.
It's such an honor.
I'm so happy to have you here. Can you please tell me a little bit about yourself and your musical profession?
Doing music since I was 7. So I'm going on 13 years now. Well, right now I'm studying to get my bachelor's in music education, teach a little bit, and I also perform on the side. Percussion is my main focus. Guitar was my first instrument. I got into percussion when I was in middle school, and I've just been doing it ever since. So now it's like, yeah, so in 2020 I started a DJing business.
DJ Hecka!
DJ Hecka in the house. Going on 4 years with that one. That was, honestly, that was COVID.
Yeah.
So I was like bored. I was a junior in high school. I couldn't go to school and practice my instruments, and I just missed being in music environments. So I asked my dad if he would invest in a business with me, and we went to Guitar Center and bought some speakers, and I just figured out how to be a DJ, and then I started telling people, and it was supposed to be just like a little thing, and then it got like really big once COVID went away. I got a lot of clients, and that was a lot of fun.
It's a great idea, yeah.
Yeah.
And you turned a bad situation into
Oh
a good
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah. It was a lot of fun, and it was really easy to do with social distancing too, because I wasn't in the party with everyone else. I was just like on the side playing music away from everyone, so I wasn't really at risk of being sick or anything like that. So it was fun. It was cool. It was a nice way to get out during COVID. It definitely helped me a lot to keep myself busy and be distracted from everything else that was happening in the world. That started in 2020. I started in San Antonio, and I'm trying to bring it to Corpus now because I'm a Corpus full time.
Well, what better way to do it than through Can I Get a What podcast?
Can I Get a What's gonna get me that?
Absolutely.
All the.
So, Hecka, what does your day-to-day look like?
I always have a rehearsal every day for a different group most of the time. At least a rehearsal a day. I have about 9 classes right now total. So, but those classes also count as rehearsals. So, yeah, the music schedule's interesting compared to other majors. But,
and that's just during the week, or?
Yeah, that's just during the week. And that doesn't include, like, outside rehearsals that we might schedule for extra work, or my personal practice time.
There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say just classes alone. Well, every single day, let's see, I'm there maybe 10 hours on campus.
On average, each day?
Each day.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot.
Let me break down my busiest day for you. Tuesday, I have class at 9 a.m. Then I practice by myself from 10 a.m. to about 1:30. And then at 2 p.m. I have a rehearsal until 3:15. And then...
Do you eat?
Yeah.
So that's in there somewhere?
Yeah. There's plenty of room. The good thing is every single day, this semester, I have 12 p.m. off.
Oh.
So I get to eat during that time. So after my rehearsal at 2, I go straight to a middle school, and I teach middle schoolers, not just 6th graders. I have 7th and 8th graders. Right after that, I go back to school, and I have a rehearsal until 6:30. And then after that one, I have another rehearsal until 8:45 p.m.
That's a lot of music for one day.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's not how every day is, but that one is my busiest day, and my other days are not that much different.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, it sounds like there's a lot that goes into it, but would you recommend this profession to someone who's just starting?
If it's something they're truly passionate for, absolutely. I think it's really important for people to go into careers that they're passionate about, so they're not just wasting their life doing something to make money and support themselves, but not actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
There are so many opportunities in music too. It's not just like you can only do this or you can only do this. So much that you can do with music, and so many different things that you can do with different people in different places all the time. And that's something I've definitely learned a lot now that I'm growing more as a musician. There's so many opportunities to make money and support yourself doing something that maybe you didn't expect to be doing, or maybe like you wanted to go into a specific part of music, but then you end up in other parts. So it's really cool. It's really fun. I definitely recommend it to people that are unsure. If they're like, well, I like music, but I don't know because it's not going to make me money. It's like, just do it. You're going to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's definitely worth it, especially if you enjoy it.
That's awesome. There's definitely plenty of routes to take within the music industry, and I think that was a very great answer. I have to ask, who is your idol?
I have too many.
It doesn't have to be music related. It can just be, but I assume it's music related.
Yeah, I mean, I have so many, truly. Like,
if you had to pick one, just one.
That's a tough one. I can give you 3.
Okay, we'll settle on that.
All right. One of them is gonna, and this is not in any specific order.
Okay.
One of them is gonna have to be Rihanna, actually.
Oh.
Self-made billionaire.
Yeah. Entrepreneur,
great musician,
beautiful voice,
great performer. She has her own makeup line. Like, that's just like, and she did it all herself.
It's really inspiring.
So it shows, and especially as a woman, it's really inspiring, and it shows a lot of other women in music and just women in general that they can do whatever they want by themselves.
Right.
You know, you can make yourself somebody without anybody else's help, and she's just so cool.
I completely agree. So who have the next 2 spots?
I would have to like combine all of my teachers from the past into one person.
That's an awesome answer.
Because I think I've taken, now that I'm teaching and, you know, learning to become a teacher myself, like, I always think about like teachers I had in the past, and they've all inspired me in different ways, and they all molded me into what I am today, you know. So yeah. I definitely look up to all of those teachers that I had in the past that really stood out to me while I was in school and stuff. So they all get the second spot for idols.
And then the third spot?
Oh, probably my grandma on my dad's side.
Oh, that's unexpected answer.
Yeah. She has nothing to do with music. At least not in the industry.
Right.
But she walked through Mexico and through Texas to be where we are right now. She got pregnant with my dad when she was in El Salvador, and she knew she wanted to have a better life, you know, so she walked from El Salvador to Mexico to Texas.
I would put grandma first.
Yeah.
Yeah, grandma definitely has to take the top spot.
Oh yeah. And so she definitely encourages me a lot in what I want to do, and just tells me that everything that I want to do is possible. And she definitely proved it, you know. She did it, you know, so everybody else can do it.
Would you say that she's your biggest supporter?
I would say she is one of my biggest supporters. Uh-huh. I wouldn't be able to pick.
Oh, you're popular.
I wouldn't be able to pick one person that's like top fan. Because my parents are very supportive as well.
That's nice.
Yeah, I am very fortunate to have a family that is very supportive
of
what I want to do.
That's what anyone strives for.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of people that go into the music industry and are not supported by anyone. Yeah. And anything is possible with or without a support system, but having the support system just makes it a lot easier
Uh-huh.
for sure. But yeah, she is definitely a really big supporter of mine.
Absolutely. What are some of your favorite instruments to play?
Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, so I am a percussionist. That's what I've been playing the longest.
Yes.
Let's see, it's been 10 years since I started. Wow, I'm old.
Yeah, that's like half your life.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, so
Just percussion is your favorite?
it's because there's so many instruments in percussion. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I really, really, really enjoy Latin percussion. It's something that I've been listening to since I was little.
Uh-huh.
Growing up in a Latino household, all you hear is Spanish music, and so that's always, those drums have always been the sound that I've been drawn to the most. And so once I learned how to play them, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is what I need to play like forever. So I do really enjoy those the most, like congas, bongos,
Yeah.
all of that. It's so fun. I love playing salsa music. It's so fun to play. I also really enjoy playing the marimba, which is like, everybody calls it the big xylophone.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I've seen it at your performances.
Yeah.
I love that one. It's very beautiful.
It is,
but it looks super hard.
It's I guess from a non-musician's perspective, it is hard, but I also enjoy jazz, and I enjoy
I'm a big
contemporary,
jazz
and I enjoy salsa, like I said, and Latin music and Afro-Cuban music, and it's like there's so many things that you can go into, so many genres that you can go into, and even like decades, like you can go to the 70s soft rock music, or you can go to like Gregorian chants from a long, long, long time ago, like they're still like singing in Latin and stuff, and it's really cool to see and learn about everything in music, but also just performing in general is it's so much fun. I always enjoy going to school and knowing that I'm gonna be better than I was the day before. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ever leave school not learning something new, which is cool. And I am very curious, so learning all this stuff about something I'm really passionate about is really nice.
Well, since you love to perform so much, have you ever wanted to be a famous musician or thought about that at all? Or
yeah. I've definitely thought about it. I think every musician thinks about it at some point.
Uh-huh.
They're like, oh yeah, I'm going to
make it big one day.
I'm going to make it big, and I'm going to be Katy Perry, and I'm going to perform at the Super Bowl, and I'm going to get a Grammy.
That's not your cup of tea.
I think everyone thinks it, and at some point I did too, but it's once you're in the industry, I think everybody starts to realize how hard it is to make it big.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of it is just by chance and who you know and where you're at what time. Like my TikTok video that went viral out of nowhere. That was just like, that wasn't even me trying to go viral or anything. It was just like, it was just posted, and it just happened. So yeah, it is really hard to get big, I guess, as people would say. But I've definitely thought about it. But now it's like, I wouldn't mind if I wasn't famous, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, what helps you keep that drive? What inspired you to pursue music in the first place?
Very, very passionate about music. I always have been since I was little. If I wasn't playing it, I was listening to it, you know, like it was just something that has always been in my life, and I used to be like a huge sports gal.
Oh,
like,
really?
Like everyone else. Yeah, I played softball and basketball and volleyball and golf. And,
oh, you did it all.
Oh, yeah. And I was really into it, and
you're like a quad sport athlete.
Yeah, I actually went to the Olympics.
No, she did not, everyone.
Disclaimer, didn't go. That was a lie. But yeah, I was playing sports and stuff a lot when I was younger, and I just didn't have anything else that I was really interested in. Like, a lot of my friends were like, well, I want to be a scientist, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And I was just like, I don't really know what I want to do. Like, also, I'm like 12, so I don't really need to worry about that. But at the same time, I don't know what I want to do. And so then, like, I had to go to middle school or whatever and pick, like, you know, your elective class.
Uh-huh.
And everyone was like, well, I want to try this. I want to try this. I want to do that. And I was like, I guess I'll just do band. Like, I played guitar, but they don't have that here. And
so that wasn't something you, like, set out to do. You were like, I'm going to join band as soon as it just kind of happened.
No, yeah, it just happened. Ribbon in the Sky by Stevie Wonder is, like, one of the greatest songs of all time. Green Eyes by Erykah Badu.
Absolutely 100% agree on that one.
It's one of the greatest songs of all time.
That third one.
And let's see. There's a salsa song. Nobody ever knows it because nobody my age listens to it. But it's called Tu Con Él by Frankie Ruiz, I think. It's just, I don't know. It's just so, like, it's just so perfect. It's so crisp. Everything's so good.
I love that. I'm definitely going to have to listen to that one because I haven't before.
Very groovy.
So my last question for you, Hecka, is where can we find you?
Where can you find me? Everywhere. I'm everywhere all the time. I have a lot of performances at TAMUCC. I'm in the Symphonic Winds group. I'm in the percussion ensemble. I'm in the Islander Jazz Band. I'm in Mariachi de la Isla.
She does it all.
I do it all. I just joined another mariachi group in Corpus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We're called Mariachi Corazón del Mar. There is a huge mariachi festival happening in April at TAMUCC. So definitely look into that. Follow us on Facebook, Mariachi de la Isla. Follow us on Instagram. I'm going to be in Seguin, Texas next weekend for a mariachi vocal competition, which is going to be really fun. So if anybody's in the Seguin area,
things to look out for.
You can pull up there. Yeah. I do a lot of DJing stuff in San Antonio. I perform out there too. I perform here in Corpus. Yeah, I mean, I'm just everywhere all the time.
Well, I think they'll definitely be able to find you at one of those places.
Oh, yeah, you'll definitely find me somewhere.
Yeah,
you'll find me.
Somewhere around here. Well, thank you so much for coming on my podcast. Can I get a what?
Can I get a what? Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this.
You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.